Think you know Europe? Think again. The Czech Republic is hiding some of the wildest secrets on the continent. Today, we're diving deep to uncover 16 of the absolute weirdest, most mind-blowing facts about this country, from churches made of bones to a holiday for burning witches. Get ready, because your idea of this small European nation is about to be completely changed. Let's jump right into the first one, which involves something you can buy for less than a bottle of water. In many Czech pubs, a glass of beer is literally cheaper than a bottle of water. It might sound unbelievable, but it's true. Walk into almost any local spot, and you'll see beer listed for less than what you'd pay for a simple bottle of water. This isn't just a quirky fact. It's a reflection of how deeply beer is woven into the fabric of Czech culture. Beer, or pivo, is a fundamental part of daily life, almost like a food group. Friends gather after work to share a pint. Families enjoy it with meals. And it's not unusual to see people of all ages savoring a cold glass in the afternoon. It's more than just a drink, it's a social ritual, and a symbol of togetherness. The government even helps keep beer prices low, making it a basic right for everyone. Beer is taxed less than other alcoholic drinks, and there's a sense of national pride in making sure it stays affordable. It's almost as if access to good beer is considered a part of Czech identity. For Czechs, a meal without beer is like a day without sunshine. Whether it's a hearty plate of goulash or a simple snack, beer is the perfect companion. It brings out the flavors of the food and adds to the joy of sharing a meal with friends or family. So next time you're in Prague, remember, ordering water might actually be the fancy choice. Tourists are often surprised to find that water can cost more than a freshly poured lager, making beer the go-to drink for locals and visitors alike. This sets the stage for just how different and amazing this country is. The Czech Republic's love for beer is just the beginning of its unique traditions and vibrant lifestyle, where old-world charm meets everyday pleasures. Next up, castles that make the whole country look like a fantasy kingdom, waiting to be explored. The Czech Republic has the most castles and fancy houses in the world, over 2,000 packed into a country smaller than South Carolina. You can't drive far without bumping into an old fort or castle. From the huge Prague Castle to hidden gems, these buildings are a core part of Czech identity. Imagine living in a town where your window view is a 13th century Gothic fortress. Now, let's move from old buildings to a modern word you use every day, born right here. The word robot was actually invented in the Czech Republic, a country with a rich history of creativity and innovation. It's a word that has become part of our everyday language, but its origins are surprisingly recent and fascinating. The term comes from a groundbreaking 1920 play called RUR, written by Czech playwright Karel Čapek. Interestingly, it was his brother Joseph who suggested the word roboty, which means forced labor or drudgery in Czech. The play imagined a future where artificial workers called robots were created to serve humans, but things didn't go as planned. These early robots weren't the friendly helpers we see in movies today. They were more like mechanical servants, and their story sparked the world's imagination. The word robot quickly spread across the globe, influencing how we talk about technology, artificial intelligence, and the future of work. Today, robot is used in dozens of languages, from English to Japanese, and it all started with a single idea from the heart of Europe. Every time you mention robots, you're actually using a Czech invention that changed the world. It just goes to show, world-changing ideas can come from anywhere, even a small country with big dreams and a passion for storytelling and science. Speaking of things from the land, the next fact is about a national obsession found in the forest. Get ready for mushrooms. Czechs are obsessed with mushroom hunting. Hubazení, a national pastime. Every autumn, families head into the woods with baskets and knives searching for wild mushrooms. It's a tradition passed down for generations, with secret spots guarded like treasure. After the hunt, mushrooms are dried, pickled, or turned into creamy sauces. But the next fact is far creepier than a poisonous mushroom. In the small Czech town of Kutná Hora, there's a chapel unlike any other in the world. This is the Sedlec ossuary, more famously known as the Bone Church, and it's decorated with the bones of over 40,000 people. As you step inside, you're immediately surrounded by a haunting, yet strangely beautiful display of human remains, arranged in intricate patterns that cover the walls and ceilings. The atmosphere is both eerie and awe-inspiring, making it a place that visitors never forget. Everywhere you look, You'll find chandeliers, garlands, and even the artist's own signature, all crafted entirely from real human bones. The creativity and precision behind these macabre decorations are astonishing, turning what could be a scene of horror into a unique work of art. Each bone is carefully placed, forming patterns and shapes that are both unsettling and mesmerizing. The story behind this church is just as fascinating as its appearance. After the Black Plague swept through Europe, the cemetery here grew rapidly, filling with thousands of new graves. In the 1800s, a local woodcarver named František Rint was tasked with organizing the excess bones. Instead of simply stacking them, he transformed the remains into breathtaking art, giving new meaning to the phrase, "rest in peace." The centerpiece of the ossuary is a massive chandelier that hangs from the ceiling, and it's said to contain at least one of every bone found in the human body. This incredible piece is both a tribute to human anatomy and a reminder of our own mortality, drawing visitors from around the globe who marvel at its detail and craftsmanship. The Sedlec ossuary is spooky, unforgettable, and without a doubt one of the world's strangest and most fascinating attractions. Tourists come from all over to experience its chilling beauty and to reflect on the stories of the thousands whose bones now form this remarkable monument. But our journey through the odd and unusual is far from over. There are even more bizarre wonders waiting to be discovered in the Czech Republic. Up next, we'll visit a marvel of engineering and history, the Prague astronomical clock, which has been ticking away for over 600 years. In Prague's Old Town Square stands the world's oldest working astronomical clock, put in place in 1410. It shows time, the sun and moon's positions, and the zodiac signs. Every hour, mechanical apostles walk past, while a skeleton rings a bell, a reminder that time is always ticking. Legend says if the clock stops, something bad will happen in Prague. It's a symbol of Czech cleverness and strength. Now, let's talk about a Christmas dinner tradition that's truly unique. In the Czech Republic, Christmas Eve dinner is fried carp and potato salad. The twist? Families buy the carp live and keep it in the bathtub for days before the meal. Kids often name and play with the fish until it's time for dinner. After the meal, some keep a carp scale in their wallet for good luck all year. It's a quirky mix of tradition and superstition. From fish in the tub to our next fact, which involves throwing shoes. Yes, really. In some Czech towns, people throw tied-together shoes over power lines for good luck, especially couples hoping to get married. If the shoes hang, it's a sign of happiness ahead. You'll see shoes dangling everywhere, each pair marking a wish or big moment. It's a quirky, visual tradition that brings communities together. But the next one is even wilder. It involves fire. On April 30th, Czechs celebrate Palení Čarodějnic, the burning of the witches. Huge bonfires light up the night, and fake witches are burned to scare away evil and welcome spring. It's rooted in old pagan rituals but now is a festive, fiery party with music, food, and costumes. Kids dress as witches, and the whole community joins in. It's like Czech Halloween but with way more fire. Now let's switch from old rituals to a modern invention you might be wearing right now. Soft contact lenses were invented by Czech chemist Otto Victorle in his kitchen, using a toy building set and a bicycle generator. He created the first soft lenses after the government cut his funding, changing how we fix our eyesight forever. His invention was sold worldwide, helping millions see comfortably. Another example of Czech ingenuity. From science to pop culture, the next fact is about a national treasure. Meet the Czech Elvis. Karel Gott, known as the Czech Elvis, was the country's most loved pop singer for over 60 years. He sold over 50 million records and won the nation's top music award 42 times. His music united generations, and when he died, the country declared a national day of mourning. He wasn't just a singer, he was a symbol of Czech pride. Now back to beer, because Czechs are world champions. Czechs are the world's biggest beer drinkers, by a huge amount. For over 25 years they've been #1 in the world, drinking about 140 liters per person annually. Beer is part of daily life, not just weekends, and the country invented the Pilsner style. Brewing is a 1,000-year-old tradition here. So, when in the Czech Republic, raise a glass and say "Na zdraví" to your health. Next, a church made entirely of ice. Every winter, artists build a massive ice church in the Pustevny Mountains, complete with altars, statues, and glowing lights. Each year's design is different, inspired by famous cathedrals. Thousands trek up the mountain to see this frozen wonder before it melts in spring. It's a fleeting, magical work of art. Now let's try a tongue twister with no vowels. 5 lines. Czech is famously tough for English speakers, and here's why. It has a tongue twister with no vowels. The sentence "Sturch prust skurs kruk" means stick your finger through your throat. It's a real grammatically correct sentence, just consonants. Try saying it out loud and see how you do. It's a fun challenge that shows off the language's unique sounds. Now imagine celebrating your birthday twice a year. In the Czech Republic, everyone celebrates their birthday and their name day, the day dedicated to their given name. On your name day, you get gifts and good wishes, just like a birthday. Calendars list the name for each day, so everyone knows whose turn it is to celebrate. It's a lovely tradition that brings people together. And now, for the final weirdest fact of all. Ready for a street with its own pedestrian traffic light? In Prague's Mala Strana, there's a street so narrow, just 50 centimeters wide, it has its own pedestrian traffic light. Called Vinarna Chertovka, it's basically a crack between buildings with stone steps. 2 people can't pass, so you press a button and wait for the green light to walk through. It's become a quirky tourist attraction and the narrowest street in Prague. A perfect example of Czech charm and oddity. And that's our final weird fact. That's a wrap. 16 of the weirdest, most fascinating facts about the Czech Republic. Which one surprised you the most? The bone church, the Christmas carp, the vowel-less tongue twister? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more wild facts from around the world. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Na zdraví.